In my head like a melody, laying back in this bed, playing back what you said, and it's not really helping me. Coming down from this high is a dangerous ride. I'm coasting, out of body floating, lost in my emotions. I've been spinning slowly, trying to keep my head above water. Then you go and pull me under. Crazy.
Hi guys, we're gonna be talking about skincare today. Baby girl is going to join us for today's discussion. She's starting to really pop there. I can't so much suck it in anymore without it kind of having a little boom. So first off, I want to say that I'm making this video because it has been a highly requested video for a while now. You guys are always asking me, what do you do for your skin? Your skin always looks great, it always looks glowing. So I am making this video for you. If you're interested in learning about my skincare routine and the tips I have to offer, keep watching. If you're not, you don't have to keep watching. All right, so I'm gonna kind of go into discussion of what I did pre-pregnancy and now what I'm doing during pregnancy. There's quite a few things that play a role into healthy skin. This is what you're doing, what you're putting on your skin, how you're treating your skin, what you are putting in your body. What works for me may not work for the next person because skin type, genetics play a role. So these are things that we need to keep in mind when going into the products we're using or what we're doing with our skin. Because once we understand our skin type and what works for us and what doesn't, then we're gonna get more successful results in the long run. I never really used to take care of my skin because in my 20s, I was like, my teens and 20s, I was like, I had that supple skin. I had that glowy skin. There was no fine lines, there was no wrinkles, there was no dryness, right? Things change, we get older. What we're doing, environment, where we live, dry place, humid place, doing things to our face. So makeup or touching our face, working out, sweating, all of those play a huge factor in especially your face and the rest of your body. Now I am a very expressionate person. I'm always smiling, my eyebrows go up, I'm squinting, I do so much with my face. I'm so expressionate with my face. And if you guys have followed me a long time, you know that. So there was a period of years I started noticing I was getting quite a few fine lines and wrinkles, especially on my forehead, my crow's feet, and also here. It was kind of progressing my fine lines, but I was also not taking care of my skin. So I didn't have any skincare routine. At the time, I kind of used whatever products on my face, which was resulting in drying my skin out. And also what I was putting, I wasn't really taking care of myself in the aspect of what I was putting in my body. So all of those played a factor in the speeding up process of fine lines on my face. My skin on my face especially was just dry as well. I noticed this progression and I was like, well, it's becoming more prominent, and I noticed it especially because I started really doing YouTube videos and editing, and I could see that. I wasn't just taking care of myself, so that was the biggest thing, and my body was paying for it. So I actually decided this was about 4-ish years ago now. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this and I'm going to try Dysport, which is another form of Botox basically. And so I went in and I was like, you know what? At least if I didn't like it, I wasn't a fan of it, if it looked too fake to me, it would just dissipate and I'd go back to normal. So I did that at the time 3 years ago and I actually fell in love with it. So I did a very minimal procedure amount of units. I think it was only like 75 units, and we focused on the fine lines on my forehead, the crow's feet, and then just in the center of between my eyebrows here. Still have a little bit of movement in my eyebrows. First, I like the smooth skin. You know, to each to own. The fine lines, wasn't really feeling it. So and preventative. So because of how expressionate I am and how much I move my face, I decided I just wanted to prevent this sped up process of my fine lines and wrinkles. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's just me. If you don't love it, you're not a fan of it, don't do it. But if you've been thinking about it, I absolutely love it. Now, although being pregnant now, I had my last session right before I found out I was pregnant, actually. But there's like minimal research to if it's safe or not. Feel about it, it's something that I can go without right now until after a baby is born. So that was just like my little disclaimer to tell you guys I did not completely get rid of my fine lines and wrinkles just by skincare. Just being honest with you guys, just being transparent. Some of the most noticeable factors that distinguish you from another person is you have dry skin, you have oily skin, you have a combination, or you have sensitive skin. Now, this is not the only set in stone, like this is what I have, because there's so many other factors, again, like I've just already said, that play a role in your skin. Number one, the most important thing to healthy skin, to hydrated skin, to preserving the elasticity in your skin is what you put in your body. I can't stress it enough. Number one is food, the most important factor, a combination of your amino acids. Protein. Protein also provides collagen. We know what collagen is, right? So you've got your protein, then you have fruits and vegetables, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Fruits and vegetables have a variety of nutrients that our body needs. So all these foods have an important role in our body. There's so many things that our body does to keep us healthy, to sustain life, to get us from point A to point B in our activity, muscle growth journey, or our fat loss journey, whatever it is, all of these nutrients have a role in our body. Now, if you're being consistent with having a well-rounded whole foods diet daily, putting this food in your body, you're providing your body with what it needs to be optimal in every aspect. And that means healthy hair, growing hair, your nails, having healthy, not brittle, breaking nails, and also glowing skin, hydrated skin, and the elasticity, preserving the elasticity in your skin. Let's just say instead of speeding up the aging process, we're kind of slowing it down with providing our body with what it needs. Most of us undereat. Most of us eat processed foods. Processed foods lack nutritional value. They lack the nutrients that whole raw foods give to us. I have been very, very consistent with eating a whole foods diet. So 95% whole foods. I have at least 4 to 5 servings of fruits and veggies every day, at least four servings of protein a day, at least 4 servings of carbs a day. Of course, my fats as well. I have a variety of whole foods and I've been doing this for years now. So that was the first thing that really changed a difference, not only in my health, but we're talking about skin, hair, nails here. And that was the first thing that helped improve my skin. Staying hydrated too. Drinking more water than caffeine. I have a lot of friends who start their day with quite a bit of coffee or a caffeine energy drink, some form of caffeine. Caffeine dehydrates you. If it's already dehydrating, you're not drinking water, so it kind of like makes it worse. I'm a huge advocate for staying hydrated, my friends. I drink about my body weight in ounces in water. So your body is made up of about 60% water. We need to keep that balance of at least that water, right? Because we're always excreting it through urine, sweating, depending on the environment you're living in, if it's humid, all of those play a huge factor in how much water comes out of your body. And then if you're not drinking it on top of it, this is where you're gonna feel the effects, not only physically, but your skin as well. It affects everything and it causes electrolyte imbalances too. It's a well-rounded thing when it comes to your body. So staying hydrated, eating as much whole foods, fruits and vegetables, having your proteins as much as possible. Now on top of that, demands increase depending on what you're doing. So I do supplement on top of that. So I like to supplement collagen. So I was talking about collagen, so I supplement a little bit extra. This is my favorite collagen. So this is not just for skin, hair, and nails. this also has a very good purpose, and it's for supporting bone and joint health as well. So our body has collagen, but in order for us to preserve, to maintain, to strengthen, to support healthy collagen in our skin, in our body, we need to be ingesting it through our foods, and you can do it in supplements. Now I do both because my demands increase with the amount of how active I am as I age, especially for us 30 and over, because we get to a point where we just stop regenerating collagen in our body. And now we want to preserve it and keep it strong. Biotin is another one. Another great supplementation. Prenatal vitamins. This is my favorite one. I actually take prenatal vitamins even when I'm not pregnant. Because I call it the best women's vitamin because it has everything. Again, I can't stress enough how much what you put in your body really affects the health of your skin. Hair and nails. I mean, everything. So if you're lacking that, just putting stuff on your body, on your skin is not going, it's only going to take you so far. So the more that you can do, the better. But that's the first thing I want to stress is your diet. Getting enough of whole foods in your diet, a variety of things. You can do the supplementation if you want. Otherwise, just make sure you stay on top of that well-rounded whole foods diet. Try to do as minimally processed, refined foods as much as possible and staying hydrated. All right, so I'm gonna kind of mix in the pregnant, non-pregnant products, but we're gonna start in the way, basically the routine. My routine and what I do. So nighttime, I have a routine. I get into my shower. And I wash my face with this. So it is called Babor Enzyme Cleanser. It has a little bit of exfoliant in there. It's not super aggressive, but it's enough. I wash with this morning and night for the last like 7 years. So next, after I get out of the shower, dry myself off. Another key factor is I always pat my face dry. I never wipe, never scratch, never like, I'm never aggressive with my face. I take a towel and I always pat dry. Be gentle with your face. I am going to use a toner on my face. So using this toner, it just helps as like an extra cleaning the pores, getting any extra makeup off that maybe I didn't wash off in the shower. And now I have 2 types of toners that I use, and one is by Babor, and it's the rose toner. I don't have the bottle, I'm out of it, so hence why I'm using this other one. But I have this second one, so this one's just as good, and it's the Tula. It's Tula. You can get it at Ulta. You will use this one. I will squirt it on one of these little pads, and then I will wipe away, like kind of like this around my face. Again, being aggressive. I'm not wiping down like this, like pulling my face down, right? I try to wipe up like this, and I clean everywhere, all the little cracks and crevices. All right, so using a toner it helps to kind of refresh and clean your face a little bit more without stripping it of the moisture in your face, right? And it preps it for when you do use a moisturizer on your face. Are toners necessary? Not really. I think it really depends on you and what you're doing. Now, because I wear makeup, I like to have that little bit extra clean before I apply like the rest of my products at night. It's not necessary, but it is great too. You can use this non-pregnant and pregnant. Now this is a product I have been using for years and years. This is how I take off my eye makeup. So if I have any shadow or any mascara, black that's left over, because it is a cold cream makeup remover and it's more of like an oily base, so it's not gonna be super drying. I will massage it in like little circles around my eye makeup, one of these guys, and then I gently wipe it off. Retinol. So this is the retinol that I use, and this was actually recommended by my skincare provider, the one that does my Dysport. She recommended this. I never even knew retinol. I never used it until a little over a year ago, actually. And she's just like, she had offered it. She told me the benefits of it. And I was like, well, let me think about it, because I'm always like, what am I putting on my skin? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth the money? And I finally, then the next time I had gone in, I was like, all right, I'll buy it, I'll try it. And I started at the lowest percentage. Retinol comes in different strengths, different percentages. And usually the lowest is 0.25 percentage. Then you go to 0.3 percentage, then 0.5 percentage, and then 1% or 0.1%. So I started out at the lowest, because retinol can, when you first start using it, depending on your skin type, I don't have very sensitive skin, I have very oily skin actually. But at first it can cause redness and it can cause peeling and it can be irritating, and that happens for like weeks, after a week or so, for a few weeks at a time when you first start using retinol. But what that is the peeling is just like taking that excess old skin, like peeling off to reveal fresh skin underneath, new skin underneath. So the purpose of retinol is it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, but it also helps to stimulate collagen in your skin. I started at the 0.25, and then over the year I worked up to the 1%, and I can tell you how much it made a huge difference in my skin. I became obsessed with retinol. So I would apply retinol like every other night after I would tone. Retinol, put it on, and I'd only do it at nighttime. Once you get past that redness peeling stage, then you're good. But I would talk to your skincare provider about retinol. I stress talking to somebody, not just random people. Go to your skincare provider, talk to them about retinol, and then they can kind of like suggest what would be best for you and your skin type. And no, you cannot use retinol while you are preggo. So I did have to stop that as soon as I found out I was pregnant. But it's okay. I can hold out. It's temporary. I will get back on it after this is done. But all you non-pregnant people, if you want to use it, you can use it. So let's talk about what I replaced my retinol with though. Now that I can't use retinol. Now this is called the Spoiled Mama. So I actually found this with my first pregnancy because I wanted a skincare routine that was safe during pregnancy. And so I was kind of just searching online and kind of did a lot of research and came across the Spoiled Mama. It's a rehab serum. So say goodbye to blemishes. So this has replaced my retinol basically in the routine. So I do wash my face, I do my toner, then I put on this rehab serum. It's been approved by various different specialists and also by my midwife and doctor. And then this toner I've been using. 4 months now I've been consistent with using these, and I've been actually very impressed with it. And last but not least for this nighttime routine, we've got Babor again. I love Babor products. Tried quite a few different moisturizers, and this has been by far my favorite. It's just the moisturizing cream 5.1. I will put this all over after I do my retinol, or did do my retinol. I'm really gentle. I put it up underneath into the corners of my eyes, onto my eyelids, put it everywhere, and I blend it up into my ears. So that is another important thing. So let's kind of show you. So when I have it on, I go up, push up, push up. I go into my ear, I go into my neck, up, up, up. I never pull down. Never pull your face down. The more you're consistently pulling your skin one way, it's gonna kind of go that way, right? So we don't want to pull our skin down. So always push away from your face. Be very gentle when putting on the moisturizer. And that's all I do for my nighttime routine, and I go to bed. When I started moisturizing my face, it was a game changer. It really took my skin from to oh, it's so supple and soft and just dewy again. And yes, you can use that moisturizer pregnant or not pregnant. Okay, let's talk about the morning routine. So I will wash my face again with the enzyme cleaner. Wash, wash, wash. This is actually a newer product that I started using only maybe like 6 months or so ago, but I kind of started looking into it and started seeing TikTok videos, and people were talking about vitamin C serum. So I started researching vitamin C serum a little bit more, and actually the benefits of using this on your face. All right, so vitamin C serum is actually a powerful antioxidant you can apply topically on your face. It helps to stimulate and produce new collagen in your skin, as well as brighten your skin. We like a bright face, right? We don't like that super dull face. And it can also help reduce your fine lines and wrinkles. There we go again, there's another product. Is it absolutely necessary? No. You do not have to have this in your regimen, but I started doing it just to try it out. I always say try something out, see if you like it or not. I have absolutely loved the results that I have gotten from this. And even on a day that I don't want to wear makeup, just applying this vitamin C serum and then a moisturizer, my face is just brighter. It kind of evens everything out. I don't have to apply anything if I don't want to wear makeup, especially in summertime. After I apply the vitamin C serum, so a lot of times, especially if I'm working, I've got Zoom calls all day, I got video calls, or doing something, right? I'm gonna put makeup on. For one, I know a lot of you guys say that I look beautiful without makeup, and I 100% agree with you. I love myself with and without makeup. I just love wearing makeup because it's like, it's fun to me. It's like the creative side comes out. It's like art on my face, right? And it's also mood related. There's some days I'm like, absolutely do not want to put anything on. I love it. I really just love it. And that's what it comes down to. It's, if I do wear makeup or even without, I'm always putting a moisturizer on my face first. And this is the moisturizer that I like to use. And this is by Embryolisse, and it is a matte, a Hydra matte. So I absolutely love this moisturizer to go underneath my makeup because it is mattifying, so it's not going to be super shiny, oily. But I actually started replacing my primer with my moisturizer. I know, funny, right? I stopped using a primer underneath my makeup a couple years ago. I don't use a primer. I use moisturizer. So I put the moisturizer on my face and then I do my makeup routine. So after I put my moisturizer on, I end up taking my setting powder and I dust it over my face and then do a makeup setting spray over top, and then I do the rest of my foundation, my blush, all of that stuff. So I create a barrier. So I was talking about that earlier. I create a barrier, but the barrier is a moisturizer. Not more makeup, not anything that's too oily, not anything that's drying. So my barrier between my skin and my makeup is my moisturizer. And I've actually saw my skin, again, from me wearing makeup all these years, go from to, oh yeah. Is this gonna work for everybody? I don't know. I started doing it for me, and I've been pleased with the results, and I've been pleased, even with my makeup. My makeup actually stays. And it'll get a soft, dewy look, but not super oily, but not dry. And I don't get that textured look. It looks very smooth. So again, this is because of all the skincare routine that I've been doing and following for so long. So I'm more about putting moisture in my skin instead of taking it out. So again, that is just kind of my skincare routine. Again, it's not like 20 products. I know I see some people do massive amounts of skincare, and maybe I'll get into more stuff down the road, but what I've been doing right now has actually, like I said, has taken my skin from being dry, textured, fine lines to now it's more fresh, and it actually looks younger. So when I look back at my skin and pictures back in my 20s compared to me now in my 30s, I look younger now than I did then because of my skincare routine and because of what I put in my body and how much I take care of myself. But again, my skin was just dry, textured, not healthy in my 20s versus now. If there is other stuff that you guys have been doing, I would love to hear about it. And if you want to make an improvement in an area, you've got to try it out, and then you've got to be consistent and you've got to have a routine with it. If you don't really care about it, don't care about it. This video is obviously not for you. Stretching skin as a nerd goes out this way. Now, obviously this is my first baby. Everyone says it's only genetic. This is true to an extent, but this is also what I go back to talking about, how you take care of your skin. What you're putting in your body is going to play a huge factor in how your skin is going to respond to changes in your body. I have stretch marks that are actually down here on my glutes that kind of go up into here a little bit. How did I get these stretch marks? I had an extreme fluctuation in weight gain. And I went from being tiny to I put on quite a bit of weight really fast. And this was at the time, I have another video on it, I was unhealthy. I was eating horribly, partying, drinking, and I just not really exercising that much. You get stretch marks from that rapid weight gain. Your body didn't have time to adjust to the stretching, to the changes. Same thing goes for the changing body. So we have 40-ish weeks, right? 37, 40-ish weeks, whatever, to allow our body to adjust and change to this growth. And we can prevent stretch marks to an extent. Maybe some of us will still get stretch marks. I might still get stretch marks, but we can prevent them from getting out of control or to an extreme. For one, you want to refer to my first video when I talk about nutrition and weight gain and morning sickness. I talk about nutrition and the weight gain, proper amount of weight gain through trimesters and pregnancy. So in this aspect, we're going back to the spoiled mama. So I bought this, and this is called tummy butter. And this is for stretch marks. So it's got shea butter, it's got seed butter, it's got cacao butter, it's got different varieties of oils in it. I have been religious putting on this tummy butter. Now I don't only apply it to my tummy. So I apply it here. I apply it all here into my back, down into my hips, all the way up. I apply it to my boobs too. I apply it everywhere, in my crevices, up into my shoulder, into my armpit. I apply it everywhere. And I've been religious with this, so I put it on every night, put it on every morning. Also, another moisturizer I have in my arsenal for the rest of my body is the CeraVe moisturizing cream. And this is an inexpensive one, pretty straightforward. Absolutely love this. I started using it last year in terms of moisturizer. Again, no smell, so there's no fragrances, which a lot of times when there's fragrances with the alcohols and stuff, it can be a little bit more drying to skin. So I have just gone with the no smell moisturizing cream, and I've been obsessed. I've loved this. I use it every single morning and night. Yes, put it on every morning and night. That's the other thing. What I put in my body and what I put on my body daily. Combination of my diet, my supplementation, my moisturizing. Only time will tell if I don't get stretch marks or not. But the key factor is what you're putting in your body. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to completely prevent all stretch marks, but you can at least try. And it's possible that you could not get any stretch marks. But rapid weight gain, not putting the right nutrients in your body, not staying hydrated, and not moisturizing, yes, you're gonna probably promote more stretch marks, probably speed up that process. Every pregnancy is unique. I am very intrigued and interested to see all these combination of things and how they help me and how they affect me through my pregnancy. So obviously only time will tell. By the time I'm ready to give birth, I will be doing another video. But I can tell you, between my nutrition and PT coaching certification, as well as my CPPC, which is certified pre and postnatal coaching, all of this plays a role, not even just to pregnant people, but just in general health. So this is just my routine, you guys. These are just the products that I use. And I've been meaning to get this video for you guys for a while because you've been requesting it. And again, this video is for those who really want to know, who really want to take this information and apply it and try it for themselves. Again, just remember all these other factors play a role. So it's what you're putting in your body, what you're doing as far as food and hydration and supplementation, and your skin type. So that's another thing, that because some of you have very dry, sensitive skin, some of you have very oily skin. So all of those are going to play a role in how you're going to go about your routine, because maybe as much moisturizer as I use might not be good for some of the skin types that are out there. I do have fairly oily skin, but when I got on this more routine, this skincare routine, I found that my skin balanced out more. So I wasn't producing excess oil, like overproducing excess oil with what I put in my body. So staying away from that processed refined foods, because what you put in your body also is going to be coming out of your pores as well. Can cause more clogged pores, can cause more dry skin or more oily skin, the combination of those things. Hopefully this kind of like inspires something for you guys, gives you more clarification or things to try out, or maybe you can start to like research some of these products, or maybe it'll work for you, and especially with my pregnant mamas. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning in for another YouTube video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and maybe you found something new. Maybe you'll try something new. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to stay hydrated, my friends.